I'm racing with this one lion dude to get all these quests done.
You want to go paladin for this?
Yeah,
Why?
because it's my level 70.
You don't get any XP from it though, and you can't. It's 73. So unless your paladin is 73, no. Ready?
Yeah, I guess I can only go samurai.
It's either that though, Teddy, or you get some money and you can just buy accessories that give you more.
Nah,
You can buy like 480 accessories,
I'm good.
high quality ones that you can use until you start raiding hardcore because they're that good. So
Alright.
So if I were you in your position right now, I would save my money. I would help you, but I have no money myself, so. Like doing all the roulettes every day gives you a bit of cash. If you're not selling shit. And also if you crafted some stuff, you can also sell that depending on the demand.
Look, it's the mines from near Autonoma.
Hmm?
The mines from near Autonoma.
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't see me play? I played that game a lot. That was like 2 years ago. Ooh, she's gonna blow up the door. The mad lad. That was easy.
And we got in. Nice. Well, this is gonna be fun.
No, you.
I'm not looking forward to this. Oh yeah, you and the other tank have to agree on which ad you want to tank.
Do it.
The north ad needs to be tanked, and the left ad also needs to be tanked. The right one you don't touch.
Why is she not talking?
I am really scared. Holy fuck, I'm scared.
Was this extreme or something?
No, but you have any idea how many people fucking wipe at this shit? Too many fucking people. Alright. I don't even have any skills to toggle. Let's see if everyone stands still. That'd be great if everyone stands still. In these puzzles, that is.
When you play with fire.
Both the one who's killing the stack marker. That includes you 2 dice.
We're sick of this cramped old castle. Let's play in the forest.
Here comes the giants, I think. Or the, no, the cherries.
You can see where they split. Come here, dice. Here. Well, you try it.
Yeah, this is good fight.
You fucking hate mirrors. Because they're actually hard. This is better if we all just stand still in the very middle. so the healer can just judge by the time I resend them. Instead of having to go around like a headless chicken.
Get off me, dude.
Oh no. Oh no. Adds north and east, not west. You don't touch mustard seed. Yeah, good tank busters. Jesus. We're broken.
Grow, my lovelies, grow!
Same goes to this time. This time they'll be way bigger.
Here they come.
Bigger is better.
So you'd be over here, guys. Another tank will be north, and you're on the right side. Why the fuck is he taking a stack marker here? Clown. You just stand close to the circle. Why the fuck are they killing Peaceful first?
I'm freaking dead.
Indeed you are. If we hit 100 by the way here, we wipe.
I should have just ran into people.
We wipe out actually.
I should just let it happen.
That's so close.
Oh my god. Got me back up just to die.
Sounds like the leaves
Oh,
on
you
the
won't die.
ground.
Okay.
That was really fucking close.
This is so much fun. Let's
Also,
play
both of
some
us.
more.
Stand in the water. Don't get dumbass and go down the water and you die. This is what happens when you don't stand in the water. stand in the middle for this. I'm just gonna run around like a headless chicken.
Can you guess which one?
You can LB by the way, Anthony. Unless this is out. No, it is out. No, you can't. No? No LB?
Fuck it.
Oh, that's it. Please, look.
Nah, I'm barely doing any damage.
It doesn't matter. LB is fixed damage. No matter how many times you die, it still does the same damage.
We can
Next time I'm
play
just gonna let people die.
no more.
Thank fuck it's over.
Double whammy. Gets me up just for me to die a second time. Alright.
Into the fucking cosmos now. Leave.
Go what?
Leave. Cosmos. Thingy.
Yeah. Do it. Oh, alright. Gotta do Cosmos. BRB.
Wait. Really? Oh.
Are you leaders now? Need to record? Wait, what?
Hold
Or
on.
who?
Come to Limsa, dude. I need to see your gear.
Hmm.
Let's see.
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my Snayak. The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose. For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king. The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne.
What
And the
item
brave
is your
soul who
bracelet?
does the deed has the honor of
Go what?
taking their place.
Your bracelet.
My bracelet is. This one given what's called. It's a level.
However, should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us, never again to live as men do. My adorable sapling, my precious mortal. We Fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see, to sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden, that is the beauty of your kind. Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead. Chin la, ilich la, il meg, ok bra. Now, shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
Confound it! How did they get here so fast?
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
How in the seven hells?
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Minfilia, willful child. How many times must I come to collect you?
I won't return to Yulmore. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
Look! The sky!
She's done it. The warrior of darkness has triumphed.
General? What are our orders? What do we do?
We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the warrior of darkness.
Forward, men! Take the villains captive! Are you deaf? I said...
Tyrannus!
Axla Orwain! Axla Orwain!
What? What's happening?
Water? That wasn't there before. Ah!
Orwaik Ansasi, Orwaik Kinsi.
Ah! Help me!
What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it! General, they come in greater numbers. We must retreat!
All who stand with a warrior of darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
I see. Well, it's a good thing Feaul volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Feaul, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wish to make the most of it. That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be. To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Ilmeg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength, in return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call. Silly sapling. I shall remain at your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you. Treat them as you would your Isnefis.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Yes. Yulmore was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
And you are...
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst. That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity... I am Emmett Selk, Ascian.
Gaius spoke of you. A native of the Source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle? Oh, it is truly, deeply... infuriating. Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining? Following the flood, the First had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthri's rule, all the conditions would have been met. But you had to come and ruin it all. Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters!
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased. As for what happens next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthri and kill you all, but that's no different from what La Habrea did. And we all know how well that ended for him. And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach. Cooperation. I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once, might we not seek to find common ground? For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for. When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian Slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted.
I take my leave, friends. Rest assured, we shall meet again soon.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. He'll probably think you're talking to yourself. Still, he's keeping you well fed. Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the Flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past. Not that it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about. When our world was about to be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining. Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the Flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear. What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right. He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big, and he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him. What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto? Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
Yeah. Oh, what did you just say? What did he say? Oh, I got you. Shut up.
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon? Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe. Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon? Even if there were a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Wage your war against the Sin Eaters, put each and every Light Warden to the sword, prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies. Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs. And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the Eternal are privy. For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
If he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did. It goes without saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be. But the Wardens of Calusia, Armarang, and Raktika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as yet unknown. Which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Armarang in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
Then I would ask that you journey to Raktika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
I fear I may be to blame for that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me. You have visited her, have you not? Might I trouble you to...
'Twould be no trouble.
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
What's that?
A missive from Lord Vorthry. He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Loran.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take. Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
Of course.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
Oh, no way, no way. That's nice. always known black magic. Why be the strong? Why be the healer when you're the strongest out of everybody? So might as well be the DPS, right? Yeah. She's not going to be too
No matter
excited
how
to see
far
you.
he goes, man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked.
Fair warning.
The untold stories and secrets of the past
Yeah.
can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Raktika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
We have arrived. Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable.
Good.
Not so the swamps of Cydia, however, whose sparse foliage
What?
permitted man a foothold.
Yeah, I'll put it here somewhere.
No
He said he'd be
lands
following you.
must remain
He
beyond
just doesn't do
our
it in secret.
grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule.
He said he'd follow y'all, but he said that doesn't mean he has to do it in secret.
Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days. Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
If you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows? Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
If you really want to stay, then help us fight.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
Yeah. All right. Let me go to I wouldn't say he's using that. I think he's just wearing it because he likes the look, even though it's really ugly. Their gear is ugly overall, but yeah, I think he's just using Glimmer. Oh, wait, what? He still has it on? How? Why does he have it on?
I
Is he
see
doing
little
like a power
sign
test
of
or
recent
something?
activity, nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
Now, surround them!
These senators, they're not like the others.
No, hold up.
There's a reason for that.
They
Lower
will.
your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
Somebody you're very familiar with is saying something like that.
Trick. They mean to kill us all.
That will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
You character. Oh shit.
Oh, for the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives. You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so, I retire to the shade. Good luck.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
I think I preferred La Habrea.
Enough. Runar, report.
Master Matoya! We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are sin eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not sin eaters, then what?
'Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not? Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Just so. And knowing as thou must that we come in peace, might I prevail upon thee to have thy comrades lower their arms?
First explain this other presence in your company. The one I know not. There is but one manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though she is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but two Light Wardens have already perished by her most puissant hand.
It cannot be.
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome. Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Raktika and its people.
Strong, independent women of today get offended by words. I'm a strong, independent woman, but say one thing wrong to me and I cry like a baby. Help! Feminists unite! He's mansplaining. Stop him right now. How dare he mansplain? No, there's a reason for that, why she didn't recognize you. Oh, no, that's not the reason why she didn't recognize you. She is really good at sensing ether. Yeah. Oh, you're just explaining, yeah. Naruto, I watched it all, but Naruto's not so good. Yes, the red-haired one that likes Sasuke. She's a way better character than Sakura. the hell is going on? There's so many mounts flying this way. I'm gonna go check this out. Oh, they're all going towards the freaking raid. Oh my god. It's like 80 of them. Oh, it's Odin. Oh, no, I instant die. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Slitherbow is the largest of the blessed settlements.
Alright, I'm just gonna stay dead
They
and watch them
worship
walk
no
my way.
gods, instead revering darkness itself.
Alright.
It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood. I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people. Now, I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come. I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Raktika. In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I have come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the Empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded. Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape. Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me. Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
I must say, Ishtola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd. But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will, and whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life. But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
This is you right here, Dice. This is your character. Yes. Y'all two are one in the same. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Alizé is my favorite out of all of them. No. Do you want to see for yourself, or do you want me to kind of explain it? She is your sim, pretty much. Her and the X-Art get into it sometimes. She's like, you're enjoying yourself around too much around the Warrior of Light. And your spell is constantly like, you seem to be really happy when you're around the Warrior of Light, though. Alizé, then she gets all Cinderella-like. No, I'm not. Alvina points it out too, and she always tends to beat him up or something. No, it's a lot more from Alizé. She seems to be really happy around you now. How weak do you think Mephilia is? I mean, how weak do you think Memphilia is? On a power scale, where would you put her? Yeah. How strong or weak do you think she is? On a power scale, where would you put the new Memphilia? I'm just gonna say. No, you gotta give me an answer before then. Just your assumption. Just an assumption real fast. Good estimate. She played kind of like a damsel in distress at the beginning of the game. It seemed like, so I gauged her as very weak. But no, she actually took care of it. I was like, oh, alright. I am, but I gotta do the patches. Oh my god. This dungeon is amazing.
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Let us begin. I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers. We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
We call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul onto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her unto paradise everlasting.
I am told you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks. The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing. Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars. We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will? Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the dark.
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact. Urianger and I finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.